What is the cost-benefit advantage of fixing existing infrastructure as opposed to building new?
Oh, well, that's a big question, and it comes out in a variety of ways that you find the benefits. One, it reinforces where we already are. I mean, you've already built the infrastructure. Our communities are located around the infrastructure. You have transit systems in our cities that are falling apart. You have roads in our towns that are falling apart. For our economy to continue to prosper or come out of the current problems it faces, we need to reinforce that existing capacity. The center needs to hold here. So you get the benefit of literally building on top of what you already have. Secondly, you get enormous environmental benefits. I mean, these governors and many in this room have been leaders on the climate change issue. By growing your economy around the framework that's already in place, the roads, bridges, transit systems already in place, you prevent the sprawl that causes emissions, that causes climate change. So you have direct environmental benefits from actually using the system in place.
Let me interrupt you. Don't you then reinforce the existing bias, for instance, which many of you criticize in favor of the automobile and against rapid transit or
well, it's interesting.
Rail?
The stimulus bill actually has a lot of money in it for transit. One of the things that is now being actively debated federally, and Jayed and I are involved in this in Congress, is getting mode neutral on where the money goes. And we have a lot of transit systems.
Mode neutral.
Mode neutral. Sorry, we need a new word for infrastructure, as Governor Schwartz, and we need to get rid of a lot of these terms.
But mode neutral.
Mode is driving versus transit versus walking versus biking. Whatever.
Meaning they no longer favor the automobile. There was in state capitals and in Congress, it's automobile. The lobbies are tremendous, and the money goes out that way because it has not been mode neutral.
Right. And so you now see many, many places, states like these two, cities, New York City, for instance, under Mayor Bloomberg, emphasizing much more aggressively the transit system, the transit investments they need to maintain their economy and grow their economy, walking as an alternative. 80% of all trips in America are for errands, not work. They're doing our daily affairs.